Hey guys, Negligence, and this is Dave Softees Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. Stay tuned.
Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Slovenia, from Metal Blade Thrash's Negligence. Please welcome vocalist Aleks.
Hey guys, this is Aleks. How you doing? What's up?
Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, Aleks. I want to thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure, of course. Well, it's been a few years since your last Metal Blade release, Coordinates of Confusion, a killer thrash offering.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been almost 6 years basically, and we're pretty much there to release a new album. Hopefully, it's going to be out this next spring.
Excellent. Good news.
Next spring, yes. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It was supposed to be out this spring in 2016. We didn't quite make it. So I'm definitely hoping it's gonna make the cut this year.
Yeah,
next year. Sorry.
I hear you. Inquiring minds want to know where and how Negligence has been in the year 2016, and as you said, we've been legally awaiting a new release. And what kind of problems have you had to get this out there?
Well, basically, we've been just working. I mean, the thing is, we got 5 guys that are all working. I'm working in the UK right now. So I'm quite far away from the base where the rest of the band is in Slovenia.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just pretty much catching up. I don't know, taking the time. We take about 2 weeks and get into the studio, write everything, record everything, and then again it happens that maybe we don't see each other for I don't know month or 2 months at a time, and it just time goes by really really fast.
It sure
So
does. It sure does.
yeah,
But we do live in a day and age, state of the art, where you could actually you don't have to be at the same place to do what you need to do with the internet and everything like this. So it could be a lot worse, I guess. It could take 5 more years to get an album out in the olden days.
yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
it's true. It's true. You're right. You're right. But we're all kind of old school guys, if you know what I mean. We kind of like being there. I like seeing my guys in person and just doing
Obviously.
stuff right there at that time without Skyping and lagging and so on. It is very useful and it's a very good thing to have Skype and have internet and so on. But it's just I don't know. It's just easier to work. If you're right there in the zone, if you know what I mean.
That does make sense, yes.
Yeah.
And you say you're currently in the UK. How long have you been there?
I've been there. I think it's been half a year. I've moved there in May because I started working there, and I shift between the UK and Slovenia. I pretty much travel every month. I come back for I don't know a week or two, and then go back again and work for 2 months, and then return and so on. So
Wow. So you're ganging up on those frequent flyer miles.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So how has the past 6 years been for you in the band? What have all of you been up to besides working?
Oh, a lot, really a lot. I mean, to be honest, we started ever since we got the Coordinates album out. We started working on the second album, and it was pretty much written maybe by 2008. Everything was written, and then we started recording about 3 years ago. We started recording the drums, and then the drums were done, and then we started editing the drums and so on. And then we slowly built up, I don't know, the bass, guitars, and everything. So right now it's pretty much all been recorded, but it just took us a long time. And in between, we just had a lot going on. We've been to Russia, for instance, this year. We haven't played pretty much anywhere this year because we wanted to take time off just to get the album done. We got invited to go to Russia in February, so we went up there for I think 5 or 6 gigs, which was absolutely awesome. It was a completely different experience than anything that I've ever been to.
Interesting.
Yeah, just different world, different crowds. Very 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 nice, very positive. I have to say.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are still signed with Metal Blade, right?
Well, the deal is we've pretty much had a one album deal.
I see.
So basically the deal was then when we release the album, when we record the second one, we're gonna because we are in touch all the time. But when when we're finished with recording the demo, we pretty much send them our stuff, and then they'll say, yeah, this is good. We want to continue, or they say no. It's just not gonna cut it for us. So we are at the moment we're negotiating with Metal Blade if we're gonna release an album with them or release with somebody else, because we are right now we're talking with about 2 or 3 different labels right now, and all of them very 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 good labels.
Well, whatever you
So
decide to do, I wish it all works out for you for the best interest of Negligence.
oh yeah, thank you very much. I definitely hope it's gonna be. I mean, I definitely wanna. I think this album is gonna by far it's gonna overshadow the past 2 albums as far as I'm concerned, seriously, because we've just put so much effort into it. We've been working on it for 6 years, and it's pretty much almost done for to be released. So whoever's gonna have it, I want it to give it the best possible treatment when it gets out. So we definitely don't want to rush it. We want to see all the options that are available to us. So
I hear you. So basically, the album is pretty much ready, or you still have to do recording for the album?
no, the album's pretty much ready. It's only me. I have to maybe record, I don't know, a couple of harmonies here and there, but that's it's a 2 days work and that's it. So
Right.
I just came back from the UK yesterday, so I'm staying here in Slovenia for the next month. So in the next month, it's all going to be finished. It's going to be sealed, and then it's just pretty much just finding the right party to release it and so on.
So the day is coming very soon for this. This is
It
great.
is
Is,
very
is
very soon.
is there a working title for your upcoming album?
Uh,
Are you allowed to
Actually,
talk about
no.
it? I wasn't sure about that, but when we know, you'll know, and we'll be able to spread the word at that point.
Well, actually, I mean, we do have a working title. Working title right now is Breaking the Fourth Wall.
Breaking the
But
fourth
I'm not,
wall.
yeah, but
But
I'm
this
not
is
sure
your
if that's
third. But this is your third album, though, right?
this is our third album. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And what studio have you been doing the recordings in? Has it been one particular studio, or?
What we did, we most pretty much everything was recorded in our home studio where we recorded the second album as well. What we did this time is we hired this little cottage somewhere by the sea in Slovenia, and we turned it into a studio. So we recorded the drums there because like the just the whole setup for recording the drums there was perfect. So we went down there, we hired the whole house, we turned it into the studio, and we stayed there for 2 weeks or 10 days, recorded the whole thing, and then the rest, like all the guitars, the vocals, and everything, we did in our studio. But it's all home cooking pretty much.
Very cool. And have you been out? Oh, I mean, you just say you were doing a show in Russia. It was a pretty important show for you. What about more regularly scheduled performances? Have you been out there over the last few years? Do you plan on doing more shows, being that you're working in the UK and you're not with the band all the time? Do you have anything planned for the near future as far as shows?
Oh, to be honest, not really. I mean, we are actually in about 10 days. We are heading to Poland. We're gonna support artillery again. It's been 6 years since we supported them back in Poland when we released the Coordinates album. So they've invited us again, and we're going to go to Poland right now. I think it's going to be 4 or 5 gigs in Poland, then in Czech Republic, and then in Romania. So it's going to be just a little tour. But as far as a real tour is concerned, it's probably going to happen after the release of the album.
I hear
But
you.
we don't have any concrete plans yet. No. And we haven't really been playing much because we've mostly been focusing on the album.
Right.
So probably for the last 2 years, we maybe played a handful of shows.
I hear you. Artillery is a killer thrash metal band from Denmark.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Unfortunately, through the years, they have gone through some vocalists and stuff like that, but they still have that great thrash sound, and that's great that you're going to be doing shows with them. Speaking of lineup changes and stuff like that, has Negligence gone through this over the last few years?
Yes, we have actually. The guy that started the whole thing, the guitar player, he basically abandoned us. He just decided that that's not his thing, and he left just as we released the second album, just as we released Coordinates. So we had we were looking for over a year to find his replacement, and we got this guy now. But that was pretty much it. I mean, that was pretty much it. We've been pretty steady. We pretty much the same guys that have been friends for the last 15 years.
Yeah, that's
So
what
we
I
just
noticed.
lost.
I noticed that. Yeah, that's a shame though that he didn't want to be patient with you, because you have that killer album out there, and I'm sure as you're describing the follow up is going to be even more killer.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be, man. It's gonna. I mean, I'm my mind seriously. I mean, I'm very, very, very eager to get it out because I think it's seriously gonna turn some heads. And I'm sure you hear this all the time. And like this is, I mean, it's probably gonna be my pinnacle as far as I'm concerned, as far as my work is concerned. Like I'm seriously looking forward to get it out.
And I assure you, your fans are as well. And whatever label you put this out on, your fans will be very happy to hear this music.
Hope so, man. Hope so.
Yeah, are there any particular videos that you're planning on making for this coming up album? Have you thought about that process yet?
Well, actually, we have started already. We're gonna just do a lyric video for one of the songs, basically for the song that's called "Breaking the Fourth Wall." That's gonna be just a lyric video, and then after this, again after the release of the album, we're gonna start recording a video for the song that's gonna be our first single, which is called "Anima."
Anima.
But that's all in the
works.
in the works, exactly, in the near future.
Very good. I'm very curious to know if the band's been keeping on top of merch for the fans, because I'm sure the Negligent fans out there want to support the band, and the best way to do that is by getting merch or getting the CDs or what have you. Where would be the best place for a Negligence fan to get merch, and what merch does the band currently have available for them?
We're pretty much out of stock right now.
Yeah.
We do have some T-shirts and some CDs. I think the first album is pretty much sold out. I don't think there's any copies anywhere. We might have to reprint the first album. But the second one is, as far as I know, you can pretty much get it in every big CD shop. Or just, probably the easiest would be just to contact, just to go on Facebook and contact the Negligence official page, and we can settle it from there. But I think so far that's the easiest way.
That's what I figured, but I wanted to hear it from you, and I thank you for telling the fans that. Is there anything at this time that you'd like to say to the Negligence fans out there tuning in?
Oh yeah, I mean, first of all, thank you very much for all your patience, guys. I know it's been a long time. 6 years is a mighty long time. It's probably going to be 7 years in 2017 before the album gets out. So I know that's it's a long time to wait. But I assure you, that your album is going to be killer. And we're probably going to be, as the album gets out, we're probably going to be touring somewhere near your city. So stay tuned. Come support us. Come and say hi. Drop us a line on Facebook or whatever. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, that's killer. And Aleks, I want to thank you for spending time with us today on the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. And I'd like to put it out there that when the album is finally out there and you're, ready to promote it, I'd love to have you come back on the show. We could even do like a CD showcase, talk about all the tracks on the album, to break it down, give information about it, play all the music, whatever you like to do. If you're willing to do that, you'll always have a home here to do it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That would be splendid. I'd love to do it.
Me too. And I want to wish you and all in Negligence a great 2017. Even if the album comes out in 2018, we'll be here waiting for the music. We will be eagerly awaiting it. I know it's going to be killer. Without even hearing anything from it, I know it's going to be killer. I just want to thank you for your time and your busy schedule, and I wish everything works out for you and the band, and may you have continued success, whether it's on Metal Blade or whatever label suits you best. May you just keep it going and keep the flow going, and hopefully it won't be another 6 years before the follow-up to this upcoming CD,
Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you very much.
All right, no, my pleasure, bro, and thank you for doing the interview. I do appreciate that. How about we go and crank up some more Negligence? Or is there anything that you want to say that we haven't gotten to that you want to bring out there today?
I think we pretty much covered everything there. Thank you, man.
I appreciate the interview.